Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. All right, when I was in high school, I started playing guitar, and I loved this song that came out. It was gorgeous. It was by a country rock band called Firefall. It came out about 1978, I think, my senior year of high school. And it had this haunting little melody with the drop-down D on the guitar and all. And it was beautiful. It had pretty harmony. It was fun to play. There was just one problem. The lyrics are terrible. Oh, I don't mean they're using offensive words. I'm talking about offensive ideas. The name of the song was Strange Way. And the chorus was, that's a strange way to tell me you love me. But if you listen to the lyrics of the song, what it's talking about is a fella and a gal, and the gal's struggling with life. And so she's tearful, she's crying, she's sad, she's depressed. She's sharing that with the fella, and the fella's like, don't ruin my good day. You know, in my dream of laughter, you came crying with your needs type stuff, and that's a strange way to tell me you love me. It's all about me. And so I love the song. Great song on the guitar, great song to sing, great song to play. Terrible lyrics, really sad. And it's a real pity because I loved that song. All right, redemption comes. By the way, Firefall was started by a guy named Rick Roberts of Flying Burrito Brothers. Really talented dude. But redemption, and main songwriter, singer, everything, it seems to me, in the band, though I could be wrong. But he wrote another song that I've got married up to that on my iPod. And then the other song is also pretty as well. I mean, it's called Livin Ain't Livin'. And the song is basically the guy's all alone and finding life miserable now. It's the concept of being alone is just something. Let me see if I can pull up the lyrics to it and look at the lyrics with you. All the empty words I've spoken, all the promises I've broken, all the lovers and the loves I've pushed away, now they've all come back to haunt me, and the silence seems to taunt me. And the silence is because they're all gone. And it's the perfect counterpart to the first song. If you're in a relationship and you don't have compassion and care for the needs of the others, then it's just a matter of time until you're all by yourself and nobody is there to have compassion on you. And as the line says, the tables have been turned around the other way. I was thinking about this because this week I've been looking at worship songs. And one of the things that really strikes me in those worship songs about God is what the Psalms say about God. Psalm 103 talks about God as a compassionate God. And says, as a father shows compassion to his children, so the Lord shows compassion on those who fear him. God is not a God who's pushing us away. God is a God who's pulling us in. God is not a God who's going to leave us stranded and alone. He's a God who's going to bring us in. God is not a God who complains when we bring to him our struggles and our tears. He invites us to bring those to him because he wants to take on our struggles. He wants to take on our fears. He wants to grow us and mature us to be able to walk in this world in joy and victory, but that includes compassion. So I think back about that song, and I think, man, that's just a great song. Who wouldn't want to play that song? Who wouldn't want to sing that song? Well, the lyrics are terrible. But if you marry it up, you see the consequences of those lyrics. If you live life alone or you live life for yourself, you will end up miserable. Just as sure as if you put your hand in fire, you're going to burn your hand. It's just the way of it. But if you live life with God's compassion, you're going to see that you don't live life alone, that you share in others' joys and others' sorrows, and they share in yours. And most importantly, we live life intertwined with our compassionate God in much the same way. So I've got to get back to worship songs tomorrow, but this came up while I was jogging. yesterday, and I thought, need to tell them about this tomorrow in my video thought for the day. So this is your video thought for today. See you tomorrow.